guys, Joe here. Figured I'd make a video and just let you know what's been going on around here for the last couple of months. First of all, I hope everybody's doing well in this pandemic thing we got going here. Janice and I are okay, and we've been pretty much isolating ourselves here. We kind of live out in the sticks anyway, so we're not as affected as some of the other people who live in cities and stuff like that. But it's still been tough. We've had a lot of free time on our hands, so I figured I'd make a video and let y'all know what's been going on around here for the last couple of months. Sitting on my new bench. It's a lift table for working on tractors and snow blowers and things like that. We ripped down the big bench that was in the middle of the shop and got this in here. It's capable of lifting 2 tons. It's hydraulic, and it's been a real convenience to get stuff up in the air to work on it. We also blew out a wall in the shop and put in an overhead door, which I'll show you in a few minutes, and made some other significant changes in the shop. We haven't been getting too much work lately because of this big shutdown, so we've had time to do some of these projects. There's been a lot of changes outside too, which I have some footage of as well. We have taken down a lot of trees, a lot of big trees, cleared out some space. I have some before and after picture video of what we did, but we had some pros come in here and take down some trees. They came in here with everything, man. They had man lifts. They had a 100-foot crane in the driveway. It was 4 guys, and they were doing some serious stuff. Nothing that we could have done here on our own without major damage and probably some death involved, because some of these trees were like 4 feet in diameter and 100 feet high. So yeah, it took 2 days. They took everything out of the side here, and we left a bunch of them. We don't want to totally clean the place out, so we specified which ones we wanted taken down. And, in future plans we may put up an outbuilding out there. The shed we got out in the back's kind of seen better days, so the handwriting's on the wall that we'll probably end up having to put up another building pretty soon. We store all our overflow equipment out there, and we also had the road paved out in front of the house. We had nothing to do with that. It was the town, but it was pretty interesting to see how they actually do it. It goes real fast. It's amazing. These guys were a paving company, and I'd say they paved our road in like 3 hours. It was quite incredible. They had some really specialized equipment, and I took some video of that and put that in this video. That was last spring. This is the spring of 2020. This is March 20th, I believe. We had the trees taken down in January. Everything was frozen, but those guys, they didn't seem to mind too much. So anyways, a couple of shout outs to people on YouTube. Chris, man, I hope you're doing good. I know you don't have good climate control in your shop, but we all miss your videos, man. We want to see the old man back out in the shop. And Harold, man, that that mill, I wish I had that thing, man. I don't think it would fit in the shop. I think it's too tall, but that's a nice piece of equipment there, so congratulations on getting that. Anyways, yep, so I'll give you a quick little handheld of what's been going on in the shop, and then we'll have some video of some other stuff that happened outside, and then a final video of some aviation stuff that I've been working on for a while. Okay, we're going to be going handheld here for some of this, but this is the new workbench. Some of my previous videos, you may have seen that there was a big wooden one spanning between these two posts. That's gone now. This is a hydraulic lift table. It can lift 2,000 pounds. Right now I've only got 2 of the wings on, but I can make it wider with 2 more wings over there. It'll take a pretty big machine. We've been using it for snow blowers and lawn tractors and stuff like that. Comes with ramps, which are over there. I'm sort of toying with the idea of maybe burying this down into the floor, because the lowest it goes is 8 inches, so you got to use the ramps to get stuff on it. But if I sunk it down in the floor 8 inches, I could just drive right up on it. Next thing is I've modified my Harbor Freight parts washer. Now it's a dry sump type thing. All the fluid's down in that barrel, and there's a pump, and you can see on the right there's a filter. So you know, the fluid just comes out of the hose, washes whatever you want, and then goes down the drain back into the bucket. And when it comes up from the bucket, it gets pumped through that filter there. So all the gunk stays down in the bucket and in the filter, and I get clean fluid out of it. Another thing I've done is I've moved all my grinders and stuff to a rolling cart. This just gets all the dirt away from whatever I happen to be working on at the time. So, you know, we've got grinders and buffers and things like that for the various operations here. Built this bench over here. This is the clean bench. It's got a metal top on it, and eventually be putting some drawers in these little bays here. Right now I just have stuff thrown in there, but we'll be putting some drawers in. Got the new door, and this is 5 feet wide, almost 7 feet high, and we can get some stuff in here now. This tractor with the blade on it would have never fit in here, and previously, like when we had people's lawn tractors and stuff in here to work on, if they had decks on them, we couldn't get them through the door, so we have to take the deck off first, and you know, it's kind of a pain on a lot of these tractors. But we finally put a roll up in, and you know, it's been a lot of work, but it's in. Basically what we've got here is we took down a bunch of trees, a lot of trees. It was about 3 log trucks full. They left the firewood and took all the pine. Some of those pine logs were 4 feet in diameter. You know, you kind of see, well, the lighting's not that great, but I mean, look at those stumps. Those are big stumps. Took those all down, and now we have room to potentially build another outbuilding out here where that trailer's sitting. But it was quite an operation. I filmed quite a bit of that. They had a 100-foot crane in here, and you know, guys swinging through the trees, and they thinned it out pretty good. We've been slowly cutting up the firewood, and we'll split it, you know, let it season out here. I'm guessing we probably got 10, 12 cords of firewood that we got to deal with. But, you know, we've been slowly making little piles. There's a pile. There's a pile. There's a pile over there. They're all over the place, so we're probably set for I don't know how many years with firewood. Well, here we are. They're going to pave the road in front of this house. And they've been trying to do it for quite a while, but every time they schedule it, it seems to rain. Guess they don't want to pave over a wet road. But anyways, what they did earlier is they first, about a week ago, they trenched out in front of everybody's driveway, and then this morning they came by with a big vacuum cleaner and basically vacuumed the road. And now what they're doing is they're spraying down some kind of black goo. I guess it's like tar or something to make the asphalt stick. And they're all lined up down there. Let's see if I can get you a shot of them. Way down there. That's the bridge where the river is. I showed you some shots of that a while ago. And there's a whole line of trucks. So I guess what's happening is on the other side of that bridge is where the actual paving stuff is going on. They're going to come right up the road here. Go up there. So we're just sitting out here watching the whole thing happen. And as soon as some interesting junk starts going on, I'm going to turn the camera back on. They are coming by our driveway. So that's how it works right there. Goes sideways too. This guy drives it. These guys steer it with some kind of joystick thing. Yep, they made it right to the driveway. I don't know who's pushing or who's pulling. They're connected together somehow. So does that thing push the truck, or does the truck pull the thing?
That pushes the truck.
Really?
Yeah, it pushes the truck the weight of the road. And the thing weighs like 30 tons itself too. Man, it's a lot of weight going on.
I know, I can feel the ground shaking.
Yeah, it's impressive.
It really is.
The companies are all old World War II companies, you know, tank companies. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like Ingersoll, all these companies, German companies.
Well, this is it. The last time anybody's going to see this like it is. We're having loggers come today and chop down most of these trees. So, figured I would just record this a little bit. There's the shop. We got some real big boys here.
These trees are a couple feet from the house and close to 100 feet high. Pine trees. Way up. So they're coming with a crane, 100-foot crane, and big excavator and log skidder. A lot of these. Look at this big boy here. That's way high. So, here they are already. Cool. All right, I'm gonna put this thing away for a few seconds and talk to this guy, and then the fun begins. Spider-Man. Spider-Man smoking in the trees.
Well, here we are out at the airport, and this is what I've been saving up for my entire life. This is my plane. I got it last October and had a ton of work done to it. Had a lot of avionics put in it, and I'm going to show you in a minute here what we got for a panel, and then going to go up and do some flying. Okay, so I can see I should have brought the wide angle for this, but here we've got, you know, the standard 6-pack arrangement, JPI EDM 830 engine monitor. Over here we have the stack, which is the audio panel, the Garmin GPS nav, transponder ADSB out, second comm radio, an RNAV, which primarily is going to be used for just another VOR receiver, and an autopilot, an STEC 55X autopilot, and that's about it. So we're going to take this thing up and fly it around for a while. We're out at the airport, which is a beautiful flying day.